Welcome back to Mine Mogul. My name is Nilaus, and we are continuing on this little teeny tiny ore refining base we have here. And what we're going to do today is we are going to be focusing on copper ingots and then subsequently on gold ingots. That's going to be, so we're going to be making, this is our central build, which is only actually working for iron and coal right now. But I want to tap some other locations for some copper and some gold, but I want to make it outside so we don't strain this belt here, this inbound belt, with too much. So we only wanted to come in with other resources. We also going to be making some things. We're going to be buying a jackhammer, which is a better version of a mining pick, and we're going to be making... Oh, we can't do the mining helmet. Okay, so we need the mining helmet somehow. We'll buy this jackhammer though. That will be... Oh, look at that. There's someone has bought a lot of stuff here. There we go. And that is going to be here, and you can just drop that. There we go. Good. Right, so what we want to do is let's look at research to see here. Oh, we'll get the mining helmet. We have some researches. We have 3 more tickets. Anything else? Support wrench, basic cannon, sorter basket lid, rapid auto miner. There are interesting things. I think these walled ones are nice to have. Conveyor blocker might also be nice. None of these things are sort of really yelling at me. Oh, right, there's here, conveyor blocker is also interesting. Now I don't have any more because there is a T-junction and a merging conveyor. Those are something we definitely want. So we'll need to do more quests. First things first, let's see. This one is working fine. We have rubies. They are coming in. Crushed coal is not coming in. And the reason why the crushed coal is not coming in is because every single bit of coal is going into this refinement here and trying to get us some diamonds and some rubies. So we kind of need some dedicated coal to come in here just to process. And I do think there is a coal location out here that we could use, so we could probably refine that. It's out here. This one. It's actually just a full blob of things. So we could take this and crush it and then send it in. I think that would be like the simplest thing to do, because we do need 1200, and that's kind of a lot. So let's set that up first. So the first thing we want to do is sort out so that we don't get any unfortunate things. That's this one. What we want to make sure is that we don't get any diamonds. So we want to get the diamonds out, and that means we have to just scoop this over, and maybe we see a diamond in here. Yes, we do. That one. There's a diamond, and that goes into this bucket. Good. Boop. So this can now continue, and then I will get a sorter. That one. Where can that be? That can be down. Ooh, that can't really be down here. Why not? Really? Right. So we need to build some scaffolding to build it up here. That's kind of sucks. There really should be like a place down here. Oh, there was a green place. I'll take this one, whatever. And then we'll go... this has to be up, so we do a slope on this one. There, and then we... Oh, we should fly a little bit here. And like moving these around when it's up in the air is really difficult. Like this, I think that's correct. Yes, and then here, and then this one, yeah, and not you. Good. So that goes up here, and then anything that is coming out from this location. You know what? I'm just actually gonna leave it here, because if it falls down on the ground, then we may just come back later on and grab it. This one will then go just back. Again, with these ones really being difficult to adjust. Maybe we just want a downward slope here. Q to go down, and then forward. That one, and again that one, and more down? No. Then I think we just go straight ahead. So now we have a very simple build that will just make sure that we get the crushed coal in, and it's not going to make us a lot of money, but it'll just complete this research, which is exactly what we want. So let's move on to the next thing. The next thing being going somewhere out here for the copper, and that means buying that location. Well, I actually think we bought it already. Let's get some more conveyors. We are going to need a lot of conveyors, so let's get that. Here they come. Good. Anything else looks fine. Do we have some miners here? Yes. Okay, so let's head out to this location. And I think that it's out here, and we really don't have a... we don't have anything. Oh yeah, this one. Let's buy it. F to buy? Why are we not buying it? E. F. F. There. Purchase. There we go. And then we get a plunger. We hit the plunger. And boom. Alright. This should be a nice location for... We did open that path. No, we did not open that path, but we'll buy that path as well, because then it'll connect. There. Purchase again. And we plunge this. And that will now connect back here. Ooh. We also want to connect that, but we don't have that money yet. So this connects back to this location. So basically we have now a path in here and a path in here that goes... We also have gold that way. But that's going to be another headache for another time. But in here, let's have a look around. There's also like, you can go up here, which is interesting. So there's definitely some more up. But if we look at 9, this one, then we can see what kind of locations we have. We have 1 and 2. So these are the locations we want. And I always do this first, and that means they start spewing out things. Damn. So what I want to do here, since there are no other places to build this, then that means these two. That means I need to get in here. First I need to consolidate, then I need to filter off any diamonds, emeralds, and diamonds. Emeralds and diamonds need to be filtered out. Then I need to take, this is pure copper, and this is, oh, this also has coal. Okay, then I need to filter it out so that the coal gets washed. And we'll do that on site here. So we wash the coal, or we'll shake the coal so that we don't have, have coal coming back, but we only have rubies, diamonds, emeralds coming back. And then we can take the copper and do the refinement so that we only get copper ingots back. I think that's the best way of doing it. But first, let's clear all of this idle stuff and put our machines in. So here we have like the first little setup. We have the two hooked up. They are consolidated onto a single belt. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that is all in here. I have coal and crushed coal. So we take coal and crushed coal out on the side. We get it into a shaker. That is just going to go straight into a shaker. Yes, there. Because this shaker will then take anything that is not valid here. And oof, this is too close, right? And Q. There. That's stuck. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, so this needs to go a little bit further away. Then let's try it from... You go out, and then you turn around, and you turn around, and then you go up a ramp, and then you have the ramp to go... Come on, get in the right location. There. This one. So basically, it just keeps circulating, and then now we have everything that is... It's both all the copper and... all the diamond or all the gems. So what I need to do is at this point is actually turn it and then go a little bit down. Actually, maybe I don't want to go down. Oh, anyway, we'll go down here. Then I will be moving it a little forward there. Then I am going to branch out all of the all of the gems. Q. There we go. So this one will now filter out the gems, which means I need the different gems. I need one emerald, and we need a diamond. There we go. That's one of those coming out, and then we need a diamond, and we need a ruby as well in order to make sure that they go out on this belt here, which I think will just be, this will just be a return home belt, which will be consolidated with the other one, but it'll just be going over here. Let's do that so it's kind of a little bit out of the way. Then after this, now that means the only thing that comes out here, if I get the other two items in the filter, then that will be only copper in various kinds. So that is first needs to be crushed. So did I bring a crusher? I did not bring a crusher. And I did not bring a... Okay, so we need a crusher and a blast furnace building here. Okay, so back and get some more. Okay, so now the next part is building the sea. That is, we're going to be building a slope up here. Is that upward slope? Nope. Upward slope. Like that. And is that high enough, or do we need one more? There. And then we get you built, which can luckily be built on top of here. Like that. So now the problem with this is that we're now actually crushing things, and we have not been able to successfully filter out a ruby. So, oh, I don't like this. That means we're actually going to lose rubies now. Just to kind of throw things in here. I was just hoping that we could find a ruby, because this one only has emerald and diamond, but I haven't been able to find a ruby. So that kind of unfortunate, because we will then destroy all the rubies, which is bad because they're valuable. Then we're gonna go from here, getting another blast furnace and another here, and then that will go. I'll now go into a blast furnace build. It could very well be something like this, couldn't it? Because not really. Not great that location. It would be better if it was 1 over. Yeah, because then I think like this, and I just need you to go in, so that falls in here, and that means I could take whatever comes out. Like this, and like a ramp on this, and then you're gonna be turned this way, and this way, and then here, here, and that is returning. Good. So this just needs to be returning, but it's just so difficult to get through this. It's not just difficult, it's impossible. That's what a miserable idea I had here. Alright, well the idea is good, but it needs to be redone. Okay, so now I have this built, and I need to get this back on the line here, and these keep falling down here. Oh man, it's so difficult to get these back up here and then hurry up and build this, because they kind of get stuck down here. Oh, some of them do get stuck, some of them don't get stuck. There you go, that's just a lot of good stuff. And that emerald is also fine. I have been able to put my rubies in the right place. Oh, we're kind of stuck unless we do this all the way up. Lots of nice copper ingots. So this is glorious. We have copper ingots, and basically the thing is, like, copper ingots and gold are basically the same, and iron ingots for that matter. The process is the same. So I'm gonna build these up here, and then the only thing I need to do is sort of clean up a little bit after ourselves, like just zoom up these thing here and scoop them up and get them into another trip. Okay, so we have now completed some quests, and we can see that the next one is deposit gold, polished gold ingots. Cool. And over on research-wise, we did get the mining helmet, but we never equipped it. But we did have 4 extra things. So we get a T-junction, you on our research, and we want a merger, because that just makes it a lot easier to merge. And then we can get all sorts of an ore overflow splitter, which is nice, so it fills in, but if it overflows, then it goes somewhere else. Walled merger might also be really nice, and then we don't have any more. So that is pretty good. Then the quest we have now is a rolling mill, so we need to get a rolling mill, which is something different, and we get the polished gold. So let's go for the gold, and then we also have the diamonds. They are just slowly rolling in here. So this, we don't have to do anything, they'll come in by itself, and then we need to set up basically the same thing for gold. So let's try and see if we remember if we can figure out what it is we need in order to get this. So we need some miners, 1, 2, 3 maybe. We need some machines, we need definitely an ore crusher, we need a blast furnace, we need a shaker table, and do we need anything else? Buildings, maybe some lamps, yeah, we'll get some lamps as well. Some tools, nope. Conveyors, then that's the stuff we need. Let's actually get a lot of sorters. Let's also get some conveyor merger. That one. Let's also get some of those, because that is something we want. And then let's see if we want something else. I think we're just at a point where we just go just a little bit of everything. There we go. That's 8,000 done. And then we should be ready to head out into the next gold location, which is also gonna, oops, that's also gonna cost money, but I think we have just enough for that. We've also completed this quest here, so we don't actually need this coal to keep coming in as crushed coal. It's kind of useless and boring and silly, We should actually just change it into a shaker table, but maybe not. So here, oh, by the way, did I not get, no, I did not get the mining helmet. So let's get the mining helmet. Also, we have diamonds just lying on the floor. Silly us. Here, and let's get the mining helmet because that is a hugely important thing. There we go, and that's a tool. And mining helmet, there we go. Good. This mining helmet is right there. Take, and then as soon as we have it in the inventory, I'm actually going to put you in bumper. Yeah, let's have it in inventory, then we just press C and we get a slightly better light. Like out here, it makes a difference. So that's nice. And then we go out, and now it's about finding the gold location. This location was full of gold, so we know that when we buy this, that must be because there's gold behind this blob here. Gold. Yep, gold is flying at us. And go in here. Ooh, emeralds as well. So gold, gold, gold. Let's get some miners there. So there's one miner here. This is coal and gold. Okay. And in here there's coal and gold and diamonds. And up here there's another one with gold and diamonds. Great. So we have 3 locations. And this one is a special one, like a big heavy one, which will be much later. And this is basically just going to get us way back. We want to buy that as well. So we get sort of unlocked the path here, and hit the plunger. Boom. And that goes back into where we go into the copper mine. So now that's all connected. All is connected. And so in here, the first thing we want to do is the usual problem I always do is, oops, take that. This one. Build that, and also build that. So now we need to first tap all of this stuff, and then we need to figure out which way it has to go out. I think it's gonna go out here and then turn out this way, because then it can merge into that belt. I think that makes the most sense. So we should have this as our projected output location. On the other hand, it might even be better to, I have no idea how we're gonna fit this in, because it's very, very crowded in here. We could also get out here and then just bring it in on this belt. That's also an option. That's also very viable. That might be better, but then this one has to go all the way back here to consolidate the other one. Anyway, first thing I need to do is just tap all these locations so we get some peace and quiet for our construction. Okay, so this is the first consolidation. We are going to consolidate these 2 here and bring that one up here. Then the first thing we want to branch out is getting all the coal, because the coal just needs to turn into gemstones. So this will be here, and I will be making the shaker table, which yeah, that sucks. There's just no room for this. Why is this one's possible, but this is not possible? Oh, actually, I could just drop it. Oh, wow, that's actually a much nicer way of doing it. Okay, cool. This and Q, and then that one. Does that make sense? So when we get some coal inbound, let's try it. Let's get this up here. You will be starting by getting up, and then this way. No, I don't need to go up. That one gone, that one gone. It just needs to turn that way, and here, here. Yeah. Good. So that gets us all of this, and let's scoop up this so we get some coal fed in here. Now that should get us some coal in here, and the coal should be circling around. Good. So the next thing we want to do after this one is basically just another one that sorts out the gemstones, because then that gemstone will be looping around somewhere else. Actually, maybe I should not be doing gemstones, actually. Maybe I should be doing it in a different way. Maybe I should just be taking gold and gold nuggets and go out. That's probably easier. So if I do this, and then say, this is where... Then I don't need to keep gems in every location. That one. And then I crush you. That's the new thing with the jackhammer, just added in the latest patch. Nice to see that new patches are being added all the time. Oh, come on. Nope. The other one. There we go. So that means this now comes out here, and please let me do this. Yes, okay. So at least we can now get this up here. This one will now be only the... So that needs to come up to a location where we can crush it. That means I need a crusher like this. Maybe like that. That is not high enough to be crushed yet. Just take it. So I have no idea how we're gonna do this when the other one comes in. This and then up and probably one more up, and then it's the... I think the hardest part about this game is getting everything to fit in. There. Is that... It's not even correct. I don't even know if that's... Okay, well, then we just... Oh, they're also pointing downwards, so that's kind of irrelevant as well. Yeah. This one, and you, and then go Q upwards, and then another up, and yet another up. So that's here. Now we need to... I guess we need to get you here, here, and then it goes up, and up. And then at this point, please let there be room for a furnace. Yes, no. Yes. Here, here, and okay. Take it. That one, and that one, and then as some of you probably have already realized, I have forgot all about my gems, unfortunately. So look at that. It works. Now the question is, how the hell do we get the gems up there? Because they are coming out here. So they could go out like anywhere. They could go out there, or like I can try to sort of feed them in here somewhere, but they need to be fed in here. I mean, it could happen that I could do it like this and then go backwards. Let's try that. What an absolute monstrosity we built here, but it might work. I will need to... It will be a little bit difficult to get things fed in here, but the idea is now it comes out here from the 3 gold mines, consolidates in, the coal loops around until it only becomes gems, and then the gold and the gold, crushed gold, goes up here, and that gets processed, and then it can go back. But anything else, all the gems will go out. So let's do a little test here. Grab some of this stuff. Problem is, it's really difficult to figure out where I should actually place it, because it's definitely not on that belt. Definitely not on that belt. This belt is fine. This is a fine place to build it. But this is actually a mistake, because this will make it go directly in. So let's just do everything and then get it down here instead. There. And these ones also. So this is kind of the easiest belt to drop things off on. And let's get you there. We really want to see the emerald going, or any kind of gems going up here, because that would kind of imply that it's working. Did the emerald fall off? Yeah, no, it didn't. So the emerald is going up here correctly. Great. So it is working. Now we just need to clean it up, and we need to also get it back here. We're now seeing a lot of gold falling on the ground. Great. And that needs to just go back to this location, which I think also should be converted into a shaker, which means that what we get in here will then only be gems. So I think I need to yeah, this should be a little bit different, but I will need to get the gold coming in. That's a lot of nice gold. Sweet. Yeah. And that also means that we have like a very steady gold supply once this is done. Yeah. So the gold comes in. That just needs to be tapped, yes. There you go. Okay, so the problem is that it's sometimes difficult to get past. Okay, this needs to be converted, but I need a shaker for it as well. Okay, it's time to connect here. There we we go. And pick up all of this. Rah. And not you. Not you. Oh, not you. You don't belong there. There we go. And I'm also going to pick up you. Get it up here. And it's just so much gold. So much gold. It's kind of crazy how it goes from just you don't have any to you have way too much. Oh, come on. You don't belong on the belt. Technically, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Good. Did something fall off? Yes, lots of stuff fell off. Okay, so now that we have all of this on the belt, then let's go back with this belt here. Because this belt is actually not the greatest place, because now it's just bypassing where I actually wanted to go. I actually wanted to go up here, because then it gets polished. And I want it to be polished as well, and this means I need to cut this. Ah, typical. Because I actually want this to go through. I'm gonna grab one of these and run. And let it run all the way in here. And then put it into... Oh, this is already in this box. Never mind. So, that's fine. Yeah. Just throw it there. And that means... I want to go on this belt. And Q. That's not possible. This is possible. And then... This is possible. And this is possible. And then I cut this corner and replace it. And then we just cut the rest here. And we have another batch of things that need to go in. So just plop it down here and then it'll find its way through the system again. Whew, that was and I want to, yeah, I need them to get polished, so look at all that crap. It's a little excessive. But we also need to go back and clean up the rest back in this place. Here we have the shaker, so now comes coal. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Only gold, diamonds and rubies are coming through. It's a little expensive in one way, but on the other hand, it works. So let's go back and clean up in here. So we have a nice steady supply of copper, iron, gold, and gems coming in here. Pretty nice. If we look at our quests, the only thing we have now, everything is locked behind the rolling mill. So we're just going to be having a little look at the rolling mill. And then we'll be... This is plates coming in. So let's have a look. That is in rolling mill. I think that's just something we buy here. T-junction, that's all these wall conveyors. They're actually really nice as well to have this. So let's get some of these just because. And machines, conveyors, machines here. Rolling mill. Let's get one of those and figure out what that does. Boop. And good. So the rolling mill will be... I would actually... Well, the thing is, we both need ingots and these iron plates. So the iron plates are already being produced here. So I think I want to build a separate one. If we just look at what it looks like, then it is a big building, like so. And then it goes out. So the thing is, we have, let's see, we have this one. We do have 2 locations here that will be making iron, and this one is, oh, this is mixed. What about you? Are you also a mix? No, that's only iron. So let's take something that doesn't, so we don't also have to deal with the coal. But let's take one of these for our iron, and then another one up here for iron. And that means we can just bring it out here. Then the only thing we need is to filter out the iron, and then ore crush it and blast it and then plate it. So now we have the 2 sets here, and then we can build the merger. Let's use that instead, and it has many different options. This is the one we want. Nope, it's not the one we want. It's almost the one we want. Let's see here, and then rotate it. Good. So at this point we are now going to do up, up, and then we get that one. Be just here. Hold on. Nope, it's not actually correct. This needs to be filtered first. So first we do a filter, so we get rid of anything we want. That will be Yes, let's do this. And then we're actually going to get you. Oops. You up here. So we'll actually get the iron being the stuff we filter out, instead of having the gems filter out, because then we don't need to waste valuable gems on putting them in this basket here. So there we go. So that means that now comes out on this side, and we go here, and then we can go up. And why does it always sort of go the wrong way? There, it always starts with being downwards, I feel. Okay, and then we go in here and get that one. Close. Okay, and then it goes up again, up, and then from here it's a blast furnace, which is that, and this, and then after the blast furnace, it's actually this rolling mill, like so. I'm actually going to get one more inbound here, because we might want to just get some space here, and then I'll just kill all of this slide here. Some better ways of making belts would be nice. I think they are not ideal. And this one, it should actually be polished as well. So this one bothers me a lot. This one, because what I really want to do is, yeah, I don't want this. I want it going in here, because then it gets polished at the end there, and we can just leave this belt out for a bit. And we now get the first plates. They should be more valuable as well, and I can't pick this one up. Where's these? Can I pick these up? Nope, not all of them, but some of them. Oops. And we cannot get better conveyors for this, but it's right now it's fine. We get some faster conveyors for. But anything else, we just go back here and shove it in, and then any potential gems will be coming out on this belt, which we can then merge up and just bring up and merge it into here. That one. And I wonder if that's no, that's probably not possible. Oh, actually, this is possible in another way. If we just don't use mergers, but we actually use the new merger. Yes, this is, you need to find the right merger. That one. And then here. There we go. And then we can also merge in from this side, because that's exactly what we want to do. This here is going to be gems, or it's yeah, see, I really want the gold bars and copper bars to go out on this side, because they're just going to be more valuable if I can make it like this. But copper is so far away, so we will just make it in another copper build. But this, for example, could easily be done as a changing this like that, and then make a this one go up and rotate. That's actually not way how I want it. Okay, so now I'm filtering out all the gold. So the gold comes out here, and then it needs to go over on the side. And initially I was thinking it just needs to merge to this belt, but this belt is actually a different matter. This is only for gems, so I don't actually want it to merge. So I'm going to be making stack belts like this. So now that falls down, and then hopefully gets plated. Yeah, alright, works. Let's get this plated and get it back here so that it goes in another round, and then see if it works. We're getting so many gold bars. There we go. So many nice juicy gold bars. More being eaten here. There we go. And that's probably going to be overwhelming this belt now, but it'll get what it can. Oh, look at that. That's, yeah, this is definitely going to overflow here. Oops. Yeah, so there's also like a maximum number, very much clearly a maximum number that we're exceeding a little bit here. But hey, we got nice cool plates. Nice. So now the only thing is actually the copper plates that's missing. So if we just let this one slide past there, and then we're going to be fixing this. Then we let the new copper plates flow this way, flow here, go above that merge line, go over here, and fall in. And then we're now getting 3 different plates into the plate roller. Now we won't get any copper ingots, or we won't get any gold ingots, but we could do like a simple merger somewhere. Now we're also getting like parts of belts coming in through everything, but if we just accepted that we could have more of these, then it would just be cheaper. Let's get the copper in, because we can always see the copper plates coming. The next one is the casting furnace from the computer shop. The casting furnace is all about steel production, which we will get eventually. Wow, gold plates and polished gold plates. So if we get here the gold plates, that's already something we are getting, and master plates, that's also something we're getting, except for the steel plate. But the steel plate will be casting furnace, which will be something we get in the next episode. So now we get the different plates, and they're coming in. We're getting the very first of the copper plates, and now we have automated the copper plates, gold plates, and steel iron plates. So next up will be steel production. Oh, this is funny. I would not imagine that that would be the case. That's so interesting, and also terrifying that that can actually happen. But that's probably because these are, yeah, these plates are big. Well, let's hope that never happens again. Anyway, I think that was a nice little progress here. They'll definitely be cleaning up our designs later on, but well, so far they're working, and it's looking interesting. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode as we get into the metal casting for steel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.